Hello, TOC Town. This is season 6 where we're bridging everything through on Travel Tuesday. I'm in the studio tonight with
Jackie Somerville.
Woohoo! Welcome back, Jackie. How have you been? How was your summer? It's the fall now. We're checking in with all our certified travel agents to see what they did during the summer. What was that paper we had to write? What I did during my summer vacation?
Right.
Right. So we wanted to know how was yours and what did you do?
I did pretty much everything. Had a few conferences this summer. Helped some people, do their hotel bookings, and booked a few trips to Vegas. So got some people leaving in a couple of weeks going to Vegas. They're excited. Looking into doing some was a holiday travel vacation, starting to try and promote that and get that going for people who want to, do small getaways for Columbus Day weekend, last minute Labor Day weekend kind of things. And then of course, the Thanksgiving and the Hanukkah and Christmas time of year. So
Yeah, I was just talking to Ava last week when we posted our podcast, and we were just talking about how the fall, believe it or not, even though it's a pumped up season for all, retail shops, but definitely for hotels and resort places, it's
mhm.
actually the best place to start getting away, with the family, or if you're a small business owner
Mhm.
needing to get some time in with your team. A lot of the resorts are having some good sales because that's their down season,
Yes.
So I am so happy to hear that. Well, tonight, what we're going to talk about is pretty much, if listeners, you've listened to our previous podcast before, you know that Jackie is the awesome logistics leader. She's definitely a certified travel agent who focuses on the details for when you have that event or destination wedding that you want to plan with her. So, Jackie, why don't you go ahead, and if you have something that you want to share first with our listeners and certified travel agents about some tips and advice that you've learned over the summer or the last season?
Mainly is to book early if you're gonna do destination weddings. I'm finding that if you do want one of those, especially when it comes to like somebody's like Sandals and Beaches, I just did my certification with them, and so that was the one thing that they were pressing us about, is try to have people book as early as possible, but also give people all their options. As a travel agent, we definitely need to research out those little small details. Some of your resorts will definitely help you with that. They offer a lot of different little small amenities and little giveaways that they don't advertise necessarily. So it's really good to build a rapport with the person that you're working with at whatever resort that you're at. You can, squeeze in some different little deals in for the couple themselves or for even their guests. And it just helps to add that little small touch. When you do that, you tend to attract more loyalty from clients. So that was a really good tip to learn.
Yeah,
Uh,
because we were talking, not to cut you off, but I'll let
that's
you
okay.
continue because you're spark just like my conversation with other travel agent. It sparks ideas on how to relate to their customer base that much even more. Because you just had a daughter who graduated, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So in that, it's like you're trying to get to know your people, especially if you have somebody graduating from college, from high school, from grammar school, for you to remember that small little thing and send maybe an invitation or a special on a resort. Can you imagine what that does to the relationship?
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Yep.
So go ahead. You were saying something.
That actually happened to me with one of my clients. I did something for their, for his girlfriend. They were going to Cancun, but I uh, pre-ordered a basket for them
Mhm.
and got it sent to the room for her birthday. And I said it was from him. Now he, one of
Ooh.
my friends, so of course I was like, okay, I'm a hook you up,
Right.
you know. But it was awesome because him and we rarely talk. I've known him since high school, and so what he did was he sent me like 5 other clients,
See.
and just based on that one, that one trip that I booked for him, I got 5 clients out of it. And one of them is they were going to book a trip, but then they decided not to do the finances. But now they're talking about doing a huge family reunion. And of course, they're like, okay, when we get all the details, I'm sending everybody your way.
Hello.
So I mean, yeah, it really does help to do the little small stuff. And it looks like it's small. It's not going to get you much in the beginning, but, our pastor has taught us to never despise small beginnings.
Oh, yeah.
Because it can lead into so much more. It's like a seed. You're planting those seeds into bigger things. So
I was just telling Ava, that's why one of the things why I'm so glad to be on this team. I know that there are tons of teams out there that, what their focus is definitely on sales and commission, which are important because you can't stay in business without it.
right.
But definitely what we focus on is relationships. So we're always looking for other certified travel agents to join the team. But you have to realize when you join our team, we're seriously focused on, successfully supplying our customers and our clientele with that personal touch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we're getting, not that we're getting all up in their business, but it's like once you start getting involved in the lifestyles of other people, wouldn't you want them to give you the best of what you wanted? You see what I'm saying? And it's like we all have our days, we all have our moments, but when you have a team looking out for you, knowing that the same quality of service is going to be given, even in this time of, I can go ahead and book it yourself, in this time, you need an event planner. You need someone looking over your shoulder saying, hey, by the way, if you're headed to Cancun, I got this special going on for you. And on top of that, we can get you an excursion in the deal package.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we are looking out for you. We're not trying to just make commission, but we're definitely trying to provide you with the best experience possible as
Yeah.
an agent, too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, one thing I was just talking about was a lot of what we're doing this season is trying to bridge through. Like, I know I introduced TLC Town to a lot of new people. I
Mm-hmm.
have even more subscribers, looking at the website and looking into what we're doing as a team. And what I wanted to stress was, and I just lost my train of thought.
Oh no.
I know, right? I get to edit this out later, but I was like, "Ooh, that was a good point. Why didn't you write that down?" Oh, while we're on the air, by the way, did you want to talk about something else? You're free to talk.
Oh, sure. Well, I will talk about the sandal specialist class
Go ahead.
that I took.
Oh yeah.
It was really awesome. And the thing that I loved about it is that they're so willing to help you market. And they have different programs to help you market. Their brand, but then what they do is they give you an overall general view on how to market, period. So even if it's not necessarily their brand that you're marketing, you can still use those tips, and they're global tips.
Now, mind you, some people may not know what Sandals Resort is. They may not, So why don't you go ahead and introduce
what Sandals and Beaches and Grand Pineapple. And I have to say all 3 of them.
Right?
They are a resort. They're mainly in the Caribbean. Turks and Caicos, Antigua, and then of course you have the Bahamas and then Jamaica. I think they got one other location. Oh, I can't remember it right now. I think it's in the Virgin Islands. They have at least one somewhere. Virgin Islands. But so what they do, they're all-inclusive resort, and they are a luxury resort. At least the Sandals and the Beaches, thus your top luxury line. Your Grand Pineapple Resort, they're still nice. It's still luxurious, not as luxurious as Sandals and Beaches, but the Grand Pineapple is more for the person that's like, okay, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but I want a really nice vacation.
Right.
And so you can go to the Grand Pineapple. You can get your nice vacation, all inclusive still, and not have to pay $5,000 for it.
Keep
So
talking. I'm sure you guys perked up a few ears. Like,
yeah,
really?
yeah, you can do that. And so you have, and with the Sandals brand, because they have those three different types. Your Beaches brand is more for families. Couples can go there too, but it's more for the family. So they have like these huge water parks there, and the theme is, oh Lord have mercy, I can't believe I grew up on them. Big Bird in them.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So you got Big Bird, Elmo, Cookie Monster, everybody's running around all over the place, which is really cool, because the kids love it, and then they have like they got a little segment, for like your young adults, your little teens and stuff, and then of course the little ones and what have you, and then they have like a nanny service as well. So if you have a family that's going down, the mother and the father, they want to have like a just dinner to themselves, they can actually hire the nanny. The nanny will come and sit with the children while they go have dinner.
Wow.
Depending on the level room that you have, the parents can actually just put the kids down if they wanted to, and then have them set up a candlelight dinner for two right on their patio or right out on the beach in front of their room, depending on where their room is. Awesome. And the room categories. Awesome. With Sandals, you have several room categories. Now with the Sandals is a couples only resort, so it's adults only, no children are there. That is where I normally point most of my destination wedding people to for their honeymoon. Now for the wedding, if you're gonna have children there, I always tell people then go ahead and do Beaches Resort. So you can do the wedding at the Beaches Resort, and then the couple can actually leave the Beaches Resort and go to a Sandals Resort. The cool thing about that is, depending on where you're at, you can do what they call at a stay at one, play at 5 or 6, however many resorts they may have within that area. So like for Jamaica, you can go to Ocho Rios. Wait, no, you can go to Montego Bay. Go to Montego Bay. You can stay at the Sandals Royal Caribbean Resort, but you can go to the other Sandals resorts and use all their amenities. You can chill there all day, and then just go back to your hotel late that night, to go to sleep.
Awesome. So it's like you can transition through the different hotels.
Sure can.
You don't have to stay at one. Wow.
You don't have to stay at one. You can go to their restaurants and what have you. And a lot of people, what they'll do is, because the Sandals Royal Caribbean, it costs a little bit more than some of the other Sandals resorts that are in the area. They may want to stay at one of the other Sandals resorts, but then they'll go to the Sandals Royal Caribbean, because the Sandals Royal Caribbean has their own private offshore island. And so you can go there and you can kind of just, take the little boat over to the offshore island and just chill there all day if you want. People also do their weddings there as well. So that's a really good place to have a wedding. If you want a really private, just you and your guests there, you can literally have your wedding there. It's really, really pretty. Yeah. I saw one when I was there before. It was really nice.
I was thinking, this is why I so appreciate you and being able to do these podcasts with you, because you're bringing back memories of things that I would have forgotten to remember to mention. But if you've ever had the experience or get the chance to stay in an all-inclusive resort, take it.
Take it.
Definitely, because I was gifted to come down to Ocho Rios, and all they do is give you a bracelet, and you point the bracelet, and you can get whatever you want, access all over the resort. It was everything was included in our package. And my thought was, I didn't have to shuffle for change. They don't accept tips, all of that. So that thing of like that extra element, you don't have to worry about. Once you get there, drop the bags and have fun.
That's it. Yep.
You know, so
You
like
even
you're
have,
saying,
yep,
if it's go ahead. No,
yeah,
see, we got a lot to talk about.
depending on where you stay and the kind of package and stuff you get,
Right.
some of them include like the little small tours. You can actually get that included
Mhm.
as well. If you want to, you can pay for all your tours up front. You can have all of that stuff paid. You can wait till you get down there. And then sometimes what they do is when you get down there, because they're looking for people to fill those tours, sometimes they give it to you for less than what you would have if you prepaid. So I don't necessarily push people to prepay when it comes to all inclusive for the tours,
Mhm.
because you can go down there and get them for less.
See? And
Um,
this is what helps when you talk to a certified travel agent who's experienced this stuff.
yeah, oh yeah.
You
Uh,
know.
Definitely when you're traveling. And then too, let's see, Jamaica, I know is one. I think I had to do it at the Bahamas too. The taxes, there's like a fee that you have to pay to
Mhm.
leave the island. Amen.
Mhm.
Hallelujah. I don't know why I got to pay to leave, but amen.
Yeah, that's another discussion.
Like
That's
but
another
that,
podcast episode.
yes, but that I always tell people, make sure you take cash and take the exact change.
Exactly. And one thing we were talking about in our last previous podcast was security. You know, if you're a type of person who doesn't mind off the beaten path and you know how to find your way back, you know, to wherever you're going, wonderful. But if you're like me, I need guided tours. You
Mm-hmm.
know, whereas that I don't mind seeing what everybody else sees whenever they come to that part of the island because
Mm-hmm.
it's all so beautiful. The environment is gorgeous, you know, and there's definitely safety in numbers. And on top of that, you never know who you might meet on these tours. And like
Right.
you're saying, especially as a certified travel agent, we're always like looking to be certified in different cruise lines and also different resorts. They will bend over backwards a lot of times to make sure that you're certified because they'll say, hey, if you can get down here, you provide the transportation, we'll put you up for 2 to 3 days. Mind you, you're running from early morning to late evening, but
Right.
you will definitely get a feel of what the resort is all about,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
you were going to say something else?
No, no, go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Because I was like, in all of this time, we've actually, we got to wrap up this episode and definitely start recording more information for our certified travel agents. How do they get in touch with you if they want to book their trip for their group or their family or for that
Uh,
special occasion?
they can either call me at 847-346-4273, or you can email me at the letter J, the number 2, the letter R as in Robert, and the word travels, all one word. So it's J2R travel at gmail.com.
Awesome. And listeners, if you have any questions about being a certified travel agent or just being in a small business, be sure to reach out to us on Pinterest and Facebook, you know, or you can always email us at toctown14@gmail.com. Our whole team is definitely attentive to the lifestyles of being in the kingdom and being a small business owner, and we want you to prosper. You know, so definitely reach out to us. We thank you so much for listening in and sending sponsors our way because we couldn't do it without you. So we'll see you on the next episode of Travel Tuesday in season 6. God bless.
God bless.